All right, part 3. Matthew 6:24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve Yah and money and mammoth. Well, yeah, money, mammoth. Because what you don't realize is, he just said, the gold and the silver and the fullness thereof of the world is his. So you doing yourself a disjustice if you're gonna choose anything over Yah, because all things is his. And he said if you choose him, all things are yours. The land, all things belong to him. But if you are his sons and daughters, all things are yours. You are the sovereign of the earth. Matthew 23:31. So you testify against yourselves that you are the descendants of those who murdered the prophets. For now you kill me because I tell you the truth. That's what those who murdered the prophets did, because it went against their way. It went against their world. It was none other than the word of truth, the word of Yah. John 3:16. For Yah so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever should believe in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Now, Yah is saying, come out of the world. He hates the world. So why is he telling you whoever for God? Why is he telling you he loved the world then if he's telling you hate the world and come out of the world? He loves the world he created. And in this world, his people, the Hebrew Israelites, and once again, our part is to do what I'm doing right now. Speak his word in truth. That those in every nation, tongue, creed, race, whatever you have, if you believe the word of truth and turn away from that world and come into his world and believe and endure to the end, through his son Yahushua HaMashiach, shall be saved. For Yah so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. See, his son Yahushua never sinned. But yet it pleased Yah to bruise him. And because of him, although they meant it for evil, Yah meant it for the good of the world. The good of both worlds. That many shall be saved alive. His people, the Hebrew Israelites, been mistreated and killed and And of course, because of disobedience, idol worship. And I'm quite sure, just like today, there was many who did it knowingly, and then there's others that just following the way that they have been taught, idolatry. But yet, Yah is a just Yah King, and he has not forsaken his people. But because of the fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who gave the promise that the seed would hold the promise. But yet, because he's the Yah of all creation, the King of all creation, we shall be first. When all things are restored and we will be in our proper place as kings and sovereigns. And those nations who has done these things, these evil nations, Yah will put hands on them and destroy those nations. But because his thoughts are not our thoughts, and our ways are not his ways, he's a great king. Therefore, and he's just. So as he destroyed these nations, those evil ones who's actually behind these things, as he destroyed these things, nations, principalities and powers in high places, yet there are some people in those nations that if they were taught and brought up in the right way, they would not have done these things. But because because they were brought up as a child in the way of their world, they have not departed from it. But this word of truth, many will hear it and they will accept it. And Yah will allow us to give them that truth, and he will accept them as part of the family. As in Revelation 7, when he says after the 12 tribes were sealed, immediately after this, there were a number without number from every nation, tongue, creed, whatever have you. And they shall be worthy of everlasting life too. Revelation 21 through 27. And there shall in no wise, remember this. This is our speaking. That world is going to pass away because the truth is going to come through us, who's spreading this word, spreading this truth with the sword of our mouth, which is because we're part of Christ. We're his joint heirs with him. We are his body. So how can you mix defilement? Christ is not, Yahushua is not defiled. Hamashiach, he's not defiled. There is no darkness in him. There's no darkness in Yah. So in order for us to claim to be a part of his body and actually be part of his body, there must be no false-ism in us. There must be no darkness in us. We must proceed and come forth before nature itself waited for the sons of Yah to appear. And although it is not yet what we shall be, but when we shall appear, we shall be like him. And then, Revelations 21 and 27. And there shall in no wise enter into it anything, this is talking about the New Jerusalem, anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination, or maketh a lie. So the 501c3 churches are taking people to hell. Because they making a lie. They telling them they coming in the name of Yah, but they coming in the name of the Pope, taking fiat currency and all these things, talking about Yah want it. That's a lie. So how are you going to the New Jerusalem? But they which are written in the Lamb's book of life. The Lamb's book of life, truth is in it. out of her, my people, let you suffer her sins. Come in the truth. And when you hear this word, believe when I'm telling you, I'm speaking the word. I'm not speaking me. This thing right here is flesh. But the words I spoke are truth or life. That's the word of truth. That is the life. That is Yahushua HaMashiach speaking. But through faith and belief in Yah, through his son, Yahushua HaMashiach, by his spirit, I proclaim to be righteous and holy, because he says, no weapon that is formed against you shall prosper. And every tongue that shall rise against you in judgment, Yah shall cause it to be condemned. For this is the heritage of the servants of Yah. You righteous because he declared it. And his word is yea and amen. Amen. Shalom.